Good afternoon. It is Thursday, April 1st. Skipped yesterday. I did some editing and really today I've been uploading stuff for the gaming channel. Uploading 9 videos. I started them before work this morning. I just got off work. It's currently working on 7 of 9. So they're still going. So the computer's kind of busy. I also, of course, watched the Dwarven Forge on the Anvil live stream, getting some spoilers on the upcoming Kickstarter for October. But, you know, just watching someone else's content isn't the greatest content in and of itself, so I skipped yesterday, like I said. But today, just got off work, and I've been thinking, you know, okay, what can I do today? Now, I have been pretty pleased with some of the work I've been doing in the closet to help clear up space. Now, I have boxes at the top of the closet. They're old loot crate boxes that I, like a few months after moving in, I guess, I sorted through all my loot crates, consolidated the boxes, the stuff that I was like, I don't like this franchise or whatever, I should get rid of this stuff, got put in some boxes out here. Well, they've moved around over time, but they're now up there that are like, hey, I should sell this on eBay or something, and I'll get around to it eventually. It's only been like 2 or 3 years or whatever. I'll get around to it. Also, since doing that, I ended up with Fallout and Wizarding World crates that are over there now. So, like, okay, maybe I can consolidate some space at the top of the closet, figure out what's in those boxes, because I don't remember. If there's some small things in them, maybe they can even go in the TV box down here, because there was a little bit of room at the top of that when I packed up the stuff in it. Otherwise, maybe, you know, consolidate them with the boxes out here, try and give it the smallest footprint I can, and whatever, just working on continuing to try and shrink down my storage space that I'm using. So, yeah, I figure I'll work on that today. And okay, having pulled things out, the immediate feeling and emotion I'm getting is an overwhelming sense of being overwhelmed. So, what I have done here is I have just opened up all of those boxes from the top of the closet. There's a lot of them. And also from up there, since I'm consolidating them, I also opened up all of those boxes. So there's just a lot of stuff here. Now, I do have some immediate things I can start with that'll help. So I figure that's what I gotta do. I gotta start by what can I do to begin to reduce clutter here? Well, there's this box. This isn't even a loot crate box. This is the box that little necklace and display case came in from Noble Collection. It's the foam box. Yeah, I guess if I ever need to move it, that'll make it a little easier, but as is, I mean, I can just pick that up. That's not difficult to transport, so that's garbage. Other general concepts. I have packaging. Now, I am me, and I do have a tendency to keep packaging for things. For example, this is packaging for that sonic screwdriver there. Now, in particular reason I'm like, I should just get rid of that is because I got one of those sonic screwdrivers in, I think in a loot crate. I think I did, like in like the special you know, Doctor Who loot crate that I got that one time. I think it came in there. And then also I got one for, I think, Christmas from my grandmother that is sitting here, still in its packaging, completely unopened, because I already had one. So if I already have one in its packaging unopened, I don't need to keep the packaging for the second one. So that can go. I don't need to feel any stress with that. Other things, and you know, because I have a bunch of empty ones in my living room that we'll eventually get to, I have a tendency to keep the boxes because, oh look, box look pretty. I need to not do that. For example, I have this box inside of this box, which just means it takes extra space and there's less stuff stored. So, get rid of boxes. Even if box looks pretty, say bye-bye to box. It just sits in a closet. I don't need to keep it. I have all these magazines that came in each crate that I have no intention of never looking at it again. I barely looked at them when they first came because I didn't care about them. And they're taking up almost this entire box worth of space. Get rid of those. Also over here, some of the stuff in here is certainly packaging. That is an item that this is still in here because I'm not decorating with it. Sure, I'll keep that. Other stuff in here, that is packaging for those up there. And it is painful to get rid of. You see, I have kept the packaging theoretically somewhere for each of the Funko Pop figures. And when I moved, and now half of them ended up back in their packaging, I was grateful to have it. I do not think I'm going to have the same opinion for those. All of the Disney figures, I have gotten rid of the packaging for. So I think I'm going to try and just get rid of the packaging for the Fallout figures, because I don't need to keep their packaging. And that will clear up a fair bit of space in some of these boxes, because, I mean, those came in big, beefy boxes. So that would be some space I could really clear up. So there's just some things I'm going to start with, trying to clear some things out. Because as I can reduce stuff and throw it in a garbage pile, obviously that will clear up more space to help me with moving things around, I guess. So with some issue, I've actually already taken the boxes for those that I threw away, or threw out to the side to be thrown away, then tried to fit them in the TV box, but maybe I can keep them back. No, I got lots of other stuff that need to go there and put them back in the trash pile. Like, oh, do I want... It's part of me is like, I'd like to keep them, that way I could put all those, because I mean, they are boxes designed where they have a window where you could display it, but I'm like, I don't need to. Then I did come in here, and then I put back up in the corner, there was the Wii U box and the PlayStation 3 box, and then around it, around the corner, put the two containers, bags, for blanket storage. Because those have been down here, and I wanted to get them up and more out of the way. As I'm thinking of all this, I'm like, okay, so pack up some big boxes to go here. Car, that's cool. And then maybe, I don't know, try and get the rest of them where they can replace those boxes on top of that. Just clear out a ton of space. One of the things I want to do is clear off all the stuff that sits on top of that entertainment center. That's actually one of the motivations for doing this. Clearing space in here too, great, but out there, definitely. Because we have the video of the first shipping container of the next Bones line being unloaded from the truck. So that's a coming, you know. It may still be another month or whatever, but we're moving towards that. So I have a dragon over there, and I'm getting another that probably is only going to fit up there for storage. I have a boat coming that is definitely, that's the only place I can imagine fitting it to store it. So I'm trying to clear that storage space off, basically. But also just, I mean, getting rid of stuff, continuing to try and get rid of some stuff that I'm like, I don't need. And as I'm doing this, I'm also thinking maybe try to organize things where if I do need them, I can find them. Oh no. What have I done? Oh dear. It seems that the room has exploded. So I've made a bit of a mess at this point. Garbage. Okay, so there's stuff I'm getting rid of. That's helpful. And I'm, of course, get rid of a number of these boxes because I'm getting rid of garbage. So there'll be some of those, but I don't know which ones yet. And this, I'm sure, looks very, very chaotic. But I got some. So I got socks set aside there. There's little pouches maybe here. We got posters. Can koozies. Hats on top of bags. Stationery, huge amount of stationery, no idea, so that'll be its own little section. Like patches, keychains, wearable miscellaneous stuff, lanyards, ties, a night mask, etc. Mugs. Here's like kitchen stuff, like some ice trays and cookie cutters. In my kitchen, I think I look above refrigerator. Yeah, there's a fair bit of space in there because I don't really use that cabinet, but it's kitchen storage that I'm not really using to store anything. It's getting dark. I'm afraid there's a good chance that I am going to end my evening with that room still an exploded mess, which is fine. Ish. I'm not happy about it, but it will be okay. Anyways, so I'm like, okay, so like the mugs and those kitchen things, those can all go in there. Be stored in the kitchen storage. That makes sense. So I got the kitchen stuff up in the kitchen. I have 2 boxes packed here. One is figurines, collectibles, and pins. The other is comics, because there were a lot of comics they gave over the time. As well as like just art posters, and then like jewelry, lanyards, and key rings. That word shouldn't have been that difficult to say. But anyway, so that stuff is all packed into those 2 boxes. Packed. Which is good. Still got much more to do. I found that I don't think there is a single box that is going to fit all of the stationery stuff. I think that's going to have to split over 2. I found these. These are little hair clip cat ears that I got in high school when I first started growing out my hair. In fact, one of the reasons I started growing out my hair is so that I could pull it back and have pulled back here so that those would stay nicer in my hair. Because when my hair is just kind of flopping around, you put it in hair clips, they kind of flop around with it. So, and I've lost those several years ago. They were in the loot crate, so I found those. Certainly have a fair bit more stuff to pack away into boxes, but with how much I've packed into 2 boxes so far, I am definitely feeling a lot better about how much I'll be able to condense this. I'm not feeling super great about being able to do it tonight. But I did get a lot closer than I thought I would. All the stuff is in boxes. I packed up those 5 more boxes. So 7 total. One of them is like wearable stuff. One of them's whatever, bags, an umbrella, a blanket, you know, things like that. One of them is just miscellaneous smaller things just stuffed into a box. 2 are stationary. I probably could have gotten one of the stationary boxes to be a little smaller, but I didn't. Instead, I just went with 2 that are very similar in size so that they'll stack next to each other very nice. But one of them does have a little extra space in it. Now, it's still, what, 7 boxes. But by putting stuff up in that unused cabinet in the kitchen that is regulated to kitchen stuff, putting a little bit of stuff on in the top of the TV box where there was space, throwing away this pile of mostly packaging and stuff, and just rearranging stuff, packing stuff well in the boxes. Tetris skills. I've gotten rid of a fair number of boxes because all of these boxes on the floor had stuff in them. And they were all external boxes, because the 2 boxes that were stored inside of boxes are in that pile. So, this is all boxes that were taking up space that are no longer needing to take up space. And it is bedtime. I'm very tired. So this will all just remain a mess overnight. But I've done well. I've gotten rid of a bunch of space. I'm attacking the wasted space. And and I've done well tonight. I did good. I'm exhausted. I'm mentally worn out. I did not get a video edited. I started to pull things up for it, but instead I kept working on this. I've just... Sorry, my brain's shutting off. But I won. I'll worry about finding where I mean, I guess most of those several of them can go on the top of the closet there. Maybe some in the other room. I don't know. Maybe while I'm getting rid of all these boxes, I'll get myself to get rid of those boxes too. We'll see. But that'll be another day. For now, the trash remains on the floor. Thank you for joining me, and join me as my journey continues.